Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Tonight we've been stepping into the shadows with several film noir dramas, but these films aren't from any Hollywood studio. Instead, they're all from England's Hammer Film Studios, a company more comfortably associated with ghoulish horror films. But they did indeed make their fair share of crime dramas as well, and our next film is one of the first they made in partnership with American film producer Robert Lippert. The partnership thrives, so much so that Lippert would eventually distribute Hammer Films here in the U.S., and Hammer Films would use U.S. talent in their pictures to increase the film's marquee appeal across the country. And that's how George Brent ended up starring in this next Hammer film. It's a movie called Man Bait. It's from 1952, and it has George Brent playing a bookstore manager who's being blackmailed by two of his employees. It all becomes very complicated when George discovers that one of the blackmailers has been murdered in the bookstore, Brent realizing he'll probably be the prime suspect. Cast also includes a 20-year-old Diana Dors as one of the employees blackmailing George Brent. In the movie's opening titles, it says introducing Diana Dors, even though she already had appeared in some 15 movies. Diana Dors, you know, was touted as being Britain's answer to Marilyn Monroe, just when Marilyn was making her first big waves in Hollywood. Someone else to keep an eye out for is Marguerite Chapman, who 3 years after playing George Brent's secretary in this movie, worked with the real Marilyn Monroe in Billy Wilder's The 7-Year Itch. Before all this, Marguerite had been under contract to Columbia Pictures in Hollywood for several years, co-starring with the likes of Fred MacMurray and Paul Muni, also Robert Young, Glenn Ford, Dana Andrews. But as often happened with beautiful young leading ladies in Hollywood, Columbia Pictures eventually let her go, and her career waned as a freelancer. One of her most famous roles was as the leading lady in the 1942 Republic movie serial Spy Smasher, and as Alita in the 1951 excursion into sci-fi Flight to Mars. But here's Marguerite Chapman in the 1952 Hammer film Man Bait, a premiere for us here at TCM, as are all the other Hammer films we're showing tonight. Enjoy.